Well, it's day 9 and we haven't done one of these in a while, so let's get straight to it as we get to play harder and harder opponents. Let's get to it. Alright, first opponent, 1447. Let's see what we can do about this. Alright, it's a Grand Prix players. I hate these players. They're very, very, very annoying. Really hate Grand Prix as a whole. Super annoying opening. That is super duper strong if played properly. Now, I don't quite remember theory. Here is really bad from what I recall, so I'm going to have to play a move like pawn d6 for now. And the thing is, our opponent's idea is to play this as soon as possible. And if they can do that, they usually have a pretty good position. Now, I'm not castled yet, so I don't know if I'm allowed to play knight here, because if he captures, he has this square, he can check me, that looks very annoying. Don't know if I want that, so alright, don't think we can do that. Let's just move our knight to h5, attack that f4 pawn. If he captures here, I'll capture back with my queen. Attack this pawn, maybe he'll defend it. He sacrifices in the center over here. Looks pretty strong. Oh, he doesn't check me over there. That's weird. Checks me this way. So usually you come this way. Now let's see what. Alright, I'll just move here. Don't see any problems. I can check my opponent over here in the center. This be a little bit annoying to my opponent. He defends backwards. I could take the pawn, but then he plays like a move like d4, and that's really annoying. Let's play h6. Just chase the knight away. Tell it that nobody wants it here, and then when it moves, I can always move my king to h7. My opponent sacrificed the piece for no reason. So now I can capture here. If he plays d4, that's completely fine. I can just move my queen away. But then again, he does open the file, but should be fine. Should be fine in the long run, because this file, my king can run to at h7, and I should be completely fine there. So we should be good. Alright, so now we play the move that I wanted to play. I just play queen back over here. If he takes on c5, I don't know if I want to trade pieces. I'm up a piece here, but our opponent doesn't do it, so there's no need to think about that. Let's try to trade pieces this way. And we can also take that pawn potentially in the future. Not right now because of the pin on our queen, that could be a little bit annoying. Alright, so he plays here. I think we just capture this pawn, right? Because it attacks the opponent's knight with tempo, and then we can also try to do a force of queen trade here, or we can capture here. I like to capture here. I mean, we're just winning pawns now, which is very good for us. Let's capture this way. Now we have a super strong center. Oof. All right. Is there a way we can trade off queens? Not really, that's fine. Let's just move our queen towards the center here. Alright, these pieces are coming in. Alright, let's just pin that knight to the king, to the queen I mean. Just do this, just trade it off. And then we also have a threat potentially in the future with the queen check and take the rook. That is a possibility here. We also want to get this rook out of the way. It's kind of annoying. Kind of is an understatement. Rooks on the 7th are very dangerous, so you need to be careful. One plus in this position is this bishop doesn't have any good squares, and if the bishop doesn't have any good squares, wait a second, that's just a free queen. I don't even know in what world did he think that was a good move here, but that's okay. In what world was that a good move? Alright, so my opponent did a good job. He played well until he didn't. Which is the story of most players, to be honest. Story of most players. Now we just trade off all the rest of the pieces and we should be fine. Alright, hey, do you want to trade pieces? Trade. Trade is my middle name. Alright, let's just move here. Let's move this rook down there. Alright, that doesn't seem to defend it. My queen is protecting h2. Alright, this should be checkmate. Alright, not a bad game. Not a bad game indeed. Alright, let's do a new 3-minute game. Let's play another Scotch game. One of my favorite openings against low rated people because starting on move 3 my opponent has a chance to make a mistake. So already my opponent is in a slightly worse position because this is just a Scotch but better for white. And who doesn't want to play Scotch that's just better for white, so. Now, do I want to play Rookie 1 F3 variations? That's the real cue. I think Rookie 1 variation, so it's just a tad bit safer, so we'll play that. And we'll just try to crush our opponent. If he captures here, queen captures pawn c5, those moves are generally not good for black because the d6 pawn becomes extremely weak. And you don't really want that. Now what does my opponent try to do here? That's the real cue. I don't actually know, don't understand this. Do I just play bishop here? Bishop f4, looks good. Let's attack d6 in case he plays this move over here, which we expected, so we just move knight back. We play h3, bishop comes here. No, the bishop does not go there. Now, is e5 a threat right now? No. Now, we could just play queen d3 with the idea of protecting b5 a little bit more, attacking a6, as you guys can see over here, and then preparing rook d1 to attack the weakness on d6. So here we can take this pawn. I think it's completely free, and then we can just keep hammering on this guy for the future. Now the question is there any discovery attacks that are a little bit annoying? Doesn't look like it. We should be in the clear. Alright, so we just captured the a6 pawn because it is just a free pawn. We take those. We take those. Now d6 is still a weakness for us to attack, so we just got a free pawn somewhere else, which is never bad to have. So alright, our opponent captures us. We capture back. Knight here probably, trying to scam me. It doesn't work because I can just move back. And then if he plays knight here, I just move back to d2. And then potentially I can just move knight d5. As you guys know, when you're ahead in material, trade pieces and win the game. Now here, knight here should attack that queen and attack that d6 pawn. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, and he gives me a free queen. And that was an easy 1400 there. Alright, this one's almost 1500. So let's see if we can do well over here. Alright, see what my opponent does. Hope you guys are enjoying this video so far. And I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Alright, so this one seems like my opponent's just waiting. He's waiting. His first move is a difficult move. Alright, game aborted. Unlucky. This was going to be our toughest opponent yet. Anyways, this one's 1421, that's okay. Another Scotch gambit it is, I suppose. Oh, and our opponent messes up on move 3. Now we have just a lot of center. Positionally good position. And yeah, I mean, f5 looks a little bit wonky. He's playing like the King's Indian defense over here. Though it looks slightly worse than usual. Because my king's not castled there yet. Alright. If I play here, he just plays bishop g7. Is that what he wants? Actually, let's play queen c2. Be a little bit tricky, said haha. Maybe I can attack your pieces a little bit more. Now, in this position, he's expecting me to castle kingside so he can go for a queen, so he can go for a kingside attack. But maybe we can trick him a little bit over here. Trick him a little bit. See if we can go for our own kingside attack and see if he knows how to react to that. He probably doesn't. This is actually quite rare. This is weird. I haven't seen this one before. Let's play rook d1. Can never be wrong. We're not castling queenside here. It's just a little bit of a tricky move. Now after this move, I think I just play bishop back and attack that queen. He moves his queen back. And now I guess I can move my knight over here. Potentially play f3. He plays knight over here, which is completely fine. I mean, I'm okay with him capturing me, all things considered, but let's not. Let us not. If he captures here, it's completely fine. Let's play f3 now, but then if he plays f3, then his knight comes in, and that's kind of annoying. So let's play queen e2. Queen e2, if he decides to capture all the way on e4, it should be fine. Because my knight can capture back. Life is good. So now this allows me to play f3. f3 is playable now. We kick, go away knight. Go away, go away. And after he goes away, now I think to myself, what can I do? This move looks pretty okay. I know it does not actually. Now can I play h5? h5, knight takes. I don't want to do that actually. Should I just make a super fortress here? Let's just play bishop e3. Attack that queen again. Ask it where it wants to go. I can even castle in these positions. Alright, let's play a3. Ask that queen where it wants to go. Let's get a little bit development here for myself. Here I'm just poking and prodding, trying to make my position slightly better over and over and over again. See what my opponent does here. Alright, I'm kind of low on time, so I need to play a little bit faster, so I might not talk as much, but I still try to talk as much as I can. So, I'm pretty good at under 1 minute games, so decent enough. My worst time control has to be like in the middle ground, not too long, but not too short as well. I'm not very good at managing my time in those positions. I either be the one that's so low on time or the one who has too much time on my clock. Now hopefully this isn't an internet connection issue, because if it is, then that might be problematic for us. By the way, some of you guys might be wondering why I'm keeping my king in the center. Uh-oh, it seems to me it is an internet connection. Oh! Well guys, it seems to me we lost our first game due to an internet lost connection. Oh, that is kind of unfortunate if I'm being honest. But that is a-okay, let's just do another one. That's completely fine. As you guys could have seen, that engine I believe is said I was in a better position, but it is how things go. Alright, so that is quite unfortunate. Alright, so this is some sketchy opening my opponent's playing here. This is like a hippopotamus. This queen d7 move is never good. Never play queen d7. What is this move trying to do? Alright, let's just play queen here. If he plays knight h6, I can capture it. Let's just castle kingside. And I'll show you guys how to beat up these guys who don't control anything in the center too early on in the game. Like, these positions are very bad for black. Very bad for black. Well, let's just play here. Just try to take advantage of the light squares here. Let's attack that. Let's move this up. This position should be completely lost for my opponent already. Look at those light square weaknesses. I probably should have kept my knight here actually when I did that, but that's fine. We make do with what we have. If I had done that, I probably would have won at this point, but that's okay. That's okay. Again, we make do with what we have. Just gotta stop this move over here. My opponent castles that way, which means we are going to try to attack him this way. Just move up the pawns, move up the pawns. You attack me, we move back. Well, now we can capture here, which seems pretty good. And now we capture here, which seems pretty good. Opponent is giving us free pieces now, so. Which is very good for us. Very good. Now the thing is, do I even want to capture back? No, let's just move knight here. I don't want to capture that because here, the bishop's pinned and this knight's heading to a very nice square, so. Now, do I even have this move over here? Looks decent enough, but let's just play knight here first. Plop the knight to a very nice square. Make sure that this pin doesn't get anywhere in the future. That'd be very annoying, so let's just play rook a2 next move. defend my g2 pawn a little bit more. Alright guys, so I want you guys to tell me in the comment section below whether or not you want me to include that loss within our losses. Because technically it was indeed a loss, but was it a real loss? That's a real question. It was just an internet connection issue, as you guys could have seen. On the time controls on the right side, it was just flashing and then boom, lose on time. Unlucky. It is what it is. Alright. Let's see what my opponent does. Alright, you want to trade pieces when you're down? I'm fine with that. Always trade pieces when you are up in material. This allows me to play pawn e5, which is a discovered attack. And no, it's not checkmate because my queen is defending g2. I could just poke him a little bit, but first we'll take here. We'll take here, so c6 ideas can never happen. h3 doesn't work because of obvious reasons. So now let's offer a queen trade. Hey, want a queen trade? I'm down if you're down. He's not down. So let's just trade off these pieces then. And you have no more threats. If you have no more threats, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Nothing. That's what you're gonna do. He might try to sack here, but doesn't do anything. Alright, he wants to move his bishop out this way, so let's just say no. Block that. If he trades, again, completely fine with that. It's good for me. Alright, now we play this move over here, just using this advantage. Alright, free piece. Now I need to be careful of this checkmate over here, don't want that to happen. So let's check him over here. And if we could just force the trade of queens, that'd be even better. Let's just play g3, make sure he can't do any sketchy scamming moves. Let's play bishop check. Bishop check. Can we do another check? Looks like we can. Now, check, check. Now, is there a way to win here? Check, check, king over there. Unlucky, doesn't quite do anything. So let's just move our king up. Alright, let's attack that over here. Of course he checks me, he wants to get a perpetual. I get to invade his position. It's a win-win for me. Let's play queen here, threatening this check over here. Very deadly. Probably knight here, seems pretty good. Nope, it just lets me win the queen. Alright, so let's bring this bishop back into the game. Let's bring all our pieces back into the game. Should be an easy one from there. Well, check over here. Knight has to block. Once knight blocks, I just capture for free. Alright, let's do one more for today. Let's do one more. One more. Alright, Scandinavian. Hate Scandinavians. Quite boring. Very boring. Let's play d4. Again, this is one of my favorite variations in which I get d4 and c4 in immediately, which is a big plus. Because now I have big center. See if he wants to trade off by me. Now in these positions, I think this is a variation. I think this is not bad for the white player here. Now, f4 I know is not a good move, but I like it. Let's just play for the center here. Play for big center. I mean, if he wants to trade, I'm down to trade. Alright, he castles kingside as well. Now where does this rook want to go? That's the real cue. Yeah, he usually wants to go to d1. Let's go to d1. He can't play c5, which is a normal plan because of knight b5, so a6 makes a lot of sense in this position for him. Yep, so let's go for a kingside attack. We haven't done one of these fun stuff in a while, so let's go for it. Alright, now we can play g5, attack that knight, tell it to go away. Go away, Mr. Knight. The thing is, the knight doesn't have many good squares. So even on a positional point, this move seems pretty good. Alright, now, is he threatening a move like this? So we can play queen g4. So we can just attack that weak e6 square. So he has to play a move like f5, which closes up the position, which is always good for the side who is attacking if the position is closed in the center. Now c5 also doesn't work because pawn d5 is very strong. And this is one of the problems for the Scandinavian Caro-Kann players, is because they usually get very little space in the center. And when they have very little space, bad things usually happen. Now, here, he's trying to play knight there, which is annoying. Annoying but good for my opponent. Just move my piece back here, I guess, in anticipation of knight over there. Now the question is, do I push here? No, my king's a little bit weak, so we do not want to open up the center. Now how do we kick this knight away? Play knight here. He captures this way, I guess we capture this way. And then I can even do some sacrifices over here, which look pretty good. In fact, I really want to do it. In fact, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Why not? Am I right? Why not? We are going for an attack. Attack, attack, attack. Attack, attack, attack. We can play a move like this and then just plop our knight over here. Looks very strong. Let's move here, just defend this guy a little bit. Oh, oops. I'm not defending my h3 pawn. That's not good. H3 pawn's quite important, if I do say so myself. Alright, I guess we just move here. Attack f7. Checks me. Let's just move my knight back. If he wants to take here, I'm fine, because bishop e3. He does not fall for it, unfortunately. We seem to be in a small pickle here. This is problematic. Our sacrifice was not good. Oh well. We make do with what we have, am I right? We make do with what we have. Alright, let's attack that. It's a weird move by my opponent for sure, rook b8. Don't worry guys. I've gotten out of much more dangerous pickles than this one over here. Alright, let's play here. Let's attack that again. He does that. Move here. Let's just keep poking our opponent, see what he's gonna do. Alright, let's try to trade pieces here. And now we're gonna use a strategy called win on time, one of the best strategies in the world. Alright, let's play knight here. Oh. Well, our opponent messed up. That's one way to win, my friends. Alright, now if I take there, there's some problems, so we don't want that. Let's play king f3. Stop our opponent's pieces from going to good squares. Alright, we play here. 20 seconds left, gotta be careful. Just like how our opponent wasn't careful, we don't want that to happen to us. Need to be careful with our moves. Make sure we don't make mistakes like our opponent did. Alright, we take those. We take that too. Oh. Alright, so we won that one. Alright, now that one was a blunderfest. all because I decided to sacrifice a piece. So we'll try to refrain from doing that. As you guys know, I'm not the most famous or infamous for my sacrifice pieces. I do quite badly. So let this be the last one. Let's do a high quality game. Let's just play some moves in the opening. Just do this h6. Oh, no, don't want to pre-move that. And yeah, now we have, well, the two bishops, which isn't too good in a position like this because the center is closed. But it's not bad for sure. Now let's play bishop a6 because this diagonal looks pretty nice. No, but then he has queen a4. What am I doing? What am I doing? Putting myself into sketchy positions here. Now, do I just castle? Seems kind of sketch, but he's trying to play this move. So let's capture this way. Huh. It's interesting. I guess if he captures here, then he has like queen a4 check in the future, which is annoying as well. Now if I capture this way, is it annoying right now? That's the real cue. Alright, actually let's just I don't think it really matters, to be honest. Now I need to be careful of this move over here, so we're gonna have to retreat this guy over here. This piece over here. We did some sketchy stuff this opening. I guess we gotta retreat this. Ooh, he's attacking me. Gotta retreat this over here. Play bishop d6. If he plays rook c1 or something, plays there. I can play here, bishop d7, just pinning it. No discovered attack for you. I'm also threatening a6. What you gonna do? Opponent just retreats. Should have just attacked it a little bit. Yep, let's just attack it. Go away, Mr. Knight. And we're in the clear now. We don't have 10,000 pieces attacking us. Alright, I guess I have to capture this way. And now we gotta move our rook. Rook. Ooh, should have moved it here because bishop e7 wins the pawn, but oh well. We can just say we are doing it for compensation at least. Alright, let's just castle here. He didn't go for that move. We have the double bishops, and we survived the onslaught. That was the opening. That was really terrible for me, for sure. But since we survived it, life is good. Now I'm not scared of this, by the way, because we have this pin over here that we're going to try to take advantage of. So here, our opponent plays that. Now, let's play here. If he wants to trade queens, I'm down to trade queens because the bishops are stronger than the knight and bishop combo in the late game. That's an interesting move. Okay. Let's play queen here, I guess. I always have to be careful of this idea though, bishop e7. But I have rook d8 in this position. As you guys will see, the light square and dark square bishops are going to work very well together very soon. If not already. They're already doing a very good job together. So, alright, we played this move as expected here. Wants to trade queens now. Interesting. I'm down. And then do we defend our pawn? Yes, we do. Our pawn is an important pawn here. And then we play like rook b6. Just say go away bishop. And the question is, where's the bishop gonna go? Alright? I'm playing knight e4, he kind of trapped his own bishop, which is a little bit funny, if I do say so myself. So, let's see what my opponent does here. He does a counter attack, makes sense. Then we do a retreat. If we just capture, he capture our piece. No need to be rash, no need to be fast. Just retreat and say, hey, the bishop's still trapped. My bishop's not, so why do I need to trade my trapped bishop for your not trapped bishop? That'd be very, XD. Let's just say that. So our opponent gives us the free piece. Makes sense. Now we can, no, pin here doesn't work. Knight discovery attack doesn't work by him, so trade pieces when ahead in material. Yep, trade pieces. Attack on here. Make sure we don't get back rank checkmated. Alright, let's do this. If he wants to trade, that's fine. Alright, we got the pawn here. He'll play rook there, then I'll just defend it like this. Take the free pawn. Then we just push this pawn to victory. And we move here. If he decides to come closer, I take the f2 pawn. Simple idea. And then we just move far away. h2. And we win the game. Make sure no back rank. And make sure no stalemate. So we can make sure no stalemate by trading off the pieces here. So we're just going to slowly improve our pieces here. Find a pattern. As you guys can see, let's do a waiting move. Let's check him here and checkmate over there. Alright, that's how you make sure there's no stalemate. Ask yourself, hey, is there a check? If there's a check, then make sure that there's no stalemate after that. Anyways, so that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's games. Hopefully the board didn't look messed up due to this new setup. But if you guys did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.